Ohio on the Underlord, Uberlord, and Envy playing on the Abaddon. So we'll see how they decide to swap the lanes around. I mean, Envy, he has gone for a ton of regen. Perhaps they, they kind of anticipate that Envy might run an aggressive lane. So far, like the way they've drafted is that you put Envy on like a very self-sustainable hero, and they placed a ton of emphasis on Ohio and Excalibur. Very different to when you compared it to like the previous Fnatic roster, where like for example of QO, they played around QO a lot and lesser around Ajit and Ohio. Well, look at TnC. There's a huge balance. I like this a lot so far. Is it? Actually, no, this is definitely a mid opinion. I thought that they might consider the possibility of Mirana mid. Raven having to walk all the way back. They seemed a bit unsure of what they wanted to accomplish. I mean, it's a new chapter in Dota, right? Like you've got great teams like Mineski and Fnatic coming up, and even Happy Feet. They didn't look too shabby. Like they just recently qualified for Star Ladder, I believe. So there's a huge power balance. Oh, sorry, power shift. At least in C. But Cuckoo taking an avalanche, forced to salve up already. Excalibur and DJ, they can afford to play as aggressive as they want. DJ already has the bottle. Top lane, Envy and Pi. I'm not sure how I feel about this because Spirit Breaker's not the best. Like, he's not the best laning support. And you put him with Abaddon, there's very, very little kill potential. Like Excalibur going for another avalanche at the Cuckoo. And it's just so aggressive. Like you've got a huge creep wave. Cuckoo can't even go with the traditional like Shadow Strike plays. And then he's gonna burn through another salve. Even using the toss to try and cancel that regen doesn't really work out. But Ohio and Raven, this is a lane which will be very interesting for me. Like the Underlord versus Timbersaw matchup is not something we often see, but you can see why they picked it for Raven. Because the Whirling Death is great against Underlord. If you can't farm using, right clicks, you can farm using your skills. Alright, so still over 2 minutes in. Very, very difficult for Pylai to even rotate in. He is edging towards the middle lane. He is thinking about it. But very little that Cuckoo can do in this lane. Stuck at level 3, CSY 7 to 1. Here, charge top. Let's see where Pylai is going. Yeah, just get some harassment damage onto Sam. It shouldn't be a kill. And actually, Raven, wow. What? He got the kill on Ohio. First blood, T-Tos. Big kill. He's going to ferry that regen in. He's going to get the soul ring up ASAP. But yeah, once again, like Ohio, he was topping the CS, but at least the net worth in this lane is going to shift a bit. You see 10 and 0 on Raven, but he got the first blood. That's a big chunk of gold. I mean, even Tim's, like, they just want to keep the pressure up into Envy, making sure that he's not able to roam around. But here he is in the bottom lane already. It looks like they will actually shift the lanes with Ohio going to the top. Have a better lane against the Mirana at least. Envy's okay, start creep wave. 1437 coming in. Maybe you can think about going for a play here into Envy. Not yet. Very, very hard game for Cuckoo. Jesus. Anything on the courier for him? It's going to be the rain drop and more tangos. Can't even go for the bottle this game. 2 in the blink, 2 in the scream. Sucks to be a Queen of Pain against a Tiny and Io, especially DJ and Excalibur together. That's a really scary combo. Alright, so Envy on 15 and 7. Cuckoo, ooh, well die in the middle lane with the charge from Pylai. They secured themselves another kill. So 1-1 at 4 minutes in. Very, very difficult game. This means that Tiny is very like the snowball super hard in this lane. And once again, another rotation of the lanes. They want to keep Ohio up against Sam H. They want to move Envy back to the top lane. Looks like it at least. And yep, once again, musical lanes. Tibbs as well, very quiet early 5 minutes. Usually we see him get very, very involved. He just wants to zone Envy out. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but the pressure is just crazy between these two teams right now. Oh, Cuckoo. Even if a range drop, you're not going to be that tanky. Even gets the uphill miss in the range creep. Okay, now he finally gets it. But top lane looks like they are going to dive the tower on Envy. They have Raven with crazy stacks of reactive armor. And they actually bring Envy down. Raven, getting himself a very nice kill. TnC, he's still getting charged, but I don't think there's anything that Pylai can do except leech up some of that tasty EXP top lane. Reactive armor. Amazing spell. DJ. They're pinging him out. They want to go into the IO. Looks like the easier kill. Lift up into the air. Should be a kill here for Cuckoo at least with the scream. Yes, they get one kill. Can they find Excalibur? No mana on his part. TnC, he's looking to go. He has the void. It is the first nighttime after all. And they would blink behind the tower, and there we go. Excalibur goes down. TnC find themselves 2 very big kills. Paladai getting the charge in. No, they don't have to lift anymore. On to 1 for 3-7. So at least you have a bit of a start. 1 kill for Cuckoo. He gets some extra gold. Much needed for the double nulls. Oh, TnC. Pie's gonna charge into him. Maybe you can get the spirit balls into TnC. Can they kill him here? They need a bit more damage using the shrine in the nick of time. He's actually not gonna go down just yet. But Fnatic will not pursue for that kill. Ohio just getting some side pulls off. Very, very difficult game. Raven already at level 6, out-leveling the Abaddon. He's gonna have that arcane boots real soon. And of course, with no atrophy aura to disrupt his right clicks, he's actually gonna have an amazing farm. I can see now, like TnC, great drafting coming out. TnC with that double damage. They have 1 for 3-7 here as well. Going for the lift back. They will go for the easier target, which will be the IO. The charge is coming into Cuckoo. He will get charged up. Do they have enough damage? Looking for the avalanche. Cuckoo will actually go down first. And allows them to try to turn around to TnC. Do they have anything? They have a charge in 5 seconds. TnC, he has no hunter in the night to run away, but they're actually just gonna let him go. Yep, just shining up. Somebody called for the Uber, and there we go, straight to the bottom he goes. Raven, of course, arcane boots up now. Envy has to be very careful. He doesn't have borrowed time yet, but even if the borrowed time, you know, Raven can just dive under a tower for him really, really easily. Alright, so Cuckoo has a Sonic Wave available. No, not able to disjoin the projectile, but it's very difficult. Like, you see this game, he doesn't have the privilege of going for a bottle. He understands that if he goes to the rune spots, he's going to get heavily contested by the tiny IO, and not to mention its Spirit Breaker toss up into the air. They actually get the kill. DJ with the Spirit Balls at the perfect timing. That's called using the toss as a disable in a sense. Making sure that he can't get away, and with the extra damage for the Spirit Balls, great stuff from DJ and Excalibur. So 4-3 at 8 minutes in, the game still remains very, very intense. You can't tell which one of these teams actually have the advantage going into the laning phase. So Raven, he is looking very tempted. You know, he wants to try and dive Envy. He does Timber Chain forward. They have the Void, so Envy pops all his stick charges. He doesn't have borrowed time just yet with the Chakram. He's gonna get as close as he can to the creep wave. He really wants that level 6, but he will not be given a chance. Okay, he does get it right in the nick of time. DJ actually TPing in, giving him some heals, and he's gonna be okay. So Envy dodging that gank, great sense. You know, most people would run straight in, try to juke around, but he went straight for the creep wave, knowing that he was 1 creep away from level 6. Excalibur, oh, Cuckoo, you don't want to get too close. High charging in for Sam H, the arrow to stop in his tracks. So they know the easy cam is being cleared. Tim says, happy to get some EXP with the IO luge. Just tickling him basically. Should be able to get some siege damage up into this tower. I mean, net worth, it's no surprise that it's going amazingly for Raven. 2-0. Great CS as well. Yeah, he's gonna have an amazing time here. The scary part is you don't even have, like, you know, wards in the enemy jungle as much as you would like. You have them in the plenty of wards in the middle lane. One over at the bottom, and that's about it. As Raven already takes the tower, Hooded Defiance on the way. He's gonna have really good fun. It's great because then if you look at Fnatic's side, how do you kill this Timbersaw? Your Underlord isn't going to give you the damage for it. Most of the damage output this game comes from the Tiny, and Envy's had a rough start. Samh with the interesting itemization. Double Rave Bands and a Ring of Achilles. Ooh, you don't want to tango that close to Raven. Raven is a big angry machine right now. He will cut you. Right, so 4-3, and how are you guys doing all the way in the chat? So far, oh, I see a charge. Pylai die, he has the Nether Strike. Going for Samh. Ooh, he wants that cat. Samh, okay to get it, and yep, Mirana goes down. That was the first global relocate as well, and here comes the Uber. Everyone's gonna get out of this, no way. Raven gonna get tossed up, and ooh, they left Pylai die behind. Okay. Ah, he's gonna TP, he's okay. They did not see him apparently. Oh no, just gonna get some harassment damage onto Tims. But you can see that presence from Fnatic, like what the game plan is. They have a tactic to go in, they have a way back out. So tiny interesting bit of synergy you don't usually see between, you know, the Uberlord and Io. Bottom lane. Oh, Pi gets cut. Samh, he really wanted some of that Pi. Great arrow. Didn't really see that, but that's still. Saw the stun.
Dire's bottom tower
Sims wants to keep piling up the pressure. And so far, even net worth wise between the two teams, it's a very narrow advantage. Just 1,000 gold in. Raven is about to build his way into his Bloodstone, trying to at least pressure this tier 1 a bit. The right click damage responsibility goes to Samh this game, as Raven's the one creating space for Samh. Got a charge coming in, you have no relocate. And he's just gonna cancel it. Abaddon's still farming up the top lane. Actually going into a Midas this game. So they are gearing for the late game, at least on the side of Fnatic. I mean, I guess I can see why you felt comfortable to go for the Midas. You have Excalibur and DJ to create that kind of space this game, and you give a very hard to kill hero on Envy. Shadow Strike comes out. Let's see what TnC want to do. What's their next move? I feel like now that it's nighttime, they have a very tiny window to try and make some plays. Excalibur just taking a Void to the backside. We haven't seen a big Sonic Wave out from Cuckoo yet as well. He probably wants to complete the Veil of Discord first. He's gonna get it after this creep. But over in the bottom lane, Excalibur going with the toss combo actually kills Raven. Killing spree for Excalibur. Wow. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I worried about whether they have enough damage, but Tims, he's coming in. He's found Pylai die. Realized that that's not the target he wants to kill. Pi immediately charging out. And Ohio will be left behind under the tier 1. Now they want to go for him, diving under the tower. They have the Void. They have the lift as well. Hits. It's going to keep them there. And no way. Apparently they don't actually get the kill. But do find 1 for 3-7. Sonic Wave. Still not enough to kill Ohio. Tims is coming in with the Void, so they do get 1 kill. Pylai die thought about the Nether Strike. Cancelled it. Samh. Alright, so they want that push. And Samh will be dying here in between the towers. But here comes Cuckoo, big and angry, gets Pylai die in return. Okay, Aphotic keeping alive now. He will finally go down. Envy trying to be the Guardian Angel, but very difficult with this huge amounts of nuke coming out from TnC.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Right, so 1 for 3-7. Oh, getting a bit of damage onto Envy. If he can proc the borrowed time, that's pretty big. The middle lane. Raven. Don't push it. Don't push it. You died once to those heroes. You can't afford to get too cocky. But okay, Cuckoo getting charged. The battle for the tier 1 tower. Ooh, Envy's gonna get it.
Those dire swine denied their bottom tower.
But everyone's converging to the bottom lane. That was so awkward. You could see two people just like, you know, those times with two heroes just kind of having spasms on who's gonna get that right click out first. Cuckoo thought he had maybe enough damage. Very, very close. That was like, what, 3 HP? So yeah, 15 minutes in, 7-6. TnC's ahead by 1 kill. 1 kill, it's 1,000 gold, not 1 kill. Even though it is kind of the same thing in a moment.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win.
Alright, so Pi. 1 Sam H. Wants to bash. Another strike as well. Ooh. Highlight, I gets a solo kill, 17%. Global relocate coming in, and down goes the Pussycat one more time. Meanwhile, 1 for 3-7. They do get the trade kill, which will be Ohio. Always a great decision, like when you see a teammate getting ganked across the map, go for the trades. You have the info, use it. Excalibur with the Blink Dagger, he's going actually for an Aghanim Scepter this game. We're not going to see that Echo Saber into... I don't know, I think like sometimes, at least on Tinies, we see variations in the builds. The charge comes out onto Tim's. Going for him, and Pylai die. Alright, Moonlight Shadow, do they have detection? Yes, they do. They pop the dust, but there are 3 heroes there. Pylai die can't find 17%. 1 for 3-7 with the stolen Uber, and actually he's gonna bring all of them out. What? Under the shrine, the smoke play with the Moonlight Shadow. They can go back in for a beautiful flank maneuver. Is this the maximum efficiency play?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, they are going for the flank. It is nighttime. They find Ohio first. But who will they go for the easier target? Who will be the first victim? Sonic Wave comes out and down goes Ohio. Raven in the backline will cut off the Pylai die. And looks like immediate blink out from Excalibur. DJ whipped the tether away, and he's actually going to get out. But still, great maneuver out from TnC. Using the stolen Uberlord ult all the way straight to the shrine. Smoked all the way. Bang, bang, just before nighttime ended. Or darkness. So yeah, great efficiency coming out from TnC. And Fnatic, it was very hard for you to even decide or anticipate that such a play was going to happen. We're now going in straight for Cuckoo. Whew, he just TP'd it in and he's met with rocks and balls. I don't like that. I don't think anyone would, but okay, tier 1 tower should be going down at least on the side here. 1 for 3-7, looking for the lift on DJ. Should be getting a tower deny here. Sam H with the Fusel Blade this game. Yeah, you start to see as well where you don't really see an Aghanim Scepter on Miranas anymore. Or the Ethereal Blade Dagon follow up. It's usually about the right click now. Very interested to see, like, is it because of the talents? I guess it kinda is. So Raven, he's really, really close to the Bloodstone. And this big rock man, halfway there, he should be able to purchase up the point booster very soon. Abaddon still building his way into that Radiance. You can tell that both teams right now just kind of waiting to pick up those core items. And yeah, it's probably going to be a bit more downtime.
Double damage.
Tribute to my house.
I mean, you can also kind of see why NV chose to go for the Midas this game. Abaddon doesn't really flash farm, like, you know, like a Sven or an Alchemist. It's, in a sense, also like a comeback Midas. Pylai die, edging towards the bottom. He's got plenty of utility in a weird way. I mean, TnC, they did cut down Ohio in the middle lane. So yeah, tier 1 tower should be going the way of TnC. Double damage and Queen of Pain to speed up the process as well. And they will go for a trade, taking the bottom tier 1. But the TPs are coming in. Raven, they want to contest the tower. Charge straight to the middle lane. Pylai die. Global relocate coming in. Cuckoo. Can we find a bash? Unfortunately not. So that's going to be a wasted relocate. Raven's waiting though. DJ. DJ? Ooh. Raven has no chill. He will cut you. Now, looks like they find Pylai die with the silence. Cuckoo screaming him down.
Death comes in at the
So this is where things start to slowly add up. 13-7, 2,000 gold lead for TnC. Oh, Ohio. Nope, you are not getting that. Let's get the Pit of Malice up onto Tim's, catching him. But with a ton of heroes in that area, they don't want to really, you know, you don't want to try and contest at this shit. Like Excalibur happy to push up the top. Top half the, like, left part of the map. Like, if you draw a line on the map, no one's really on the left side for TnC. They're just grouping up, taking this tier 2 tower. Charge coming in at Sam H just to provide a bit of vision. Now the TP's coming in from 1-4-3-7 and friends. Nah, he's just gonna get a bit of farm. So Yule Scepter on him. Okay.
Spoil that shot.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Let's see if Raven can rack up those Bloodstone charges. Like, is this going to be a good Bloodstone game or is it not? But okay, top lane, Tim's on the hunt for DJ. They did use to relocate for this, and DJ should be going down. Tim's getting a good kill. Pi, ooh, the arrow! Sam H! 5-second stun, secondary starfall, but Tim's comes in with the KS. Oh man. I mean, if you're Sam H, you have to be just a tad bit annoying. You know, you had a great arrow snipe. Like, he took an arrow to what, the back of the knee? Anyways, Ohio going for that ATOS. I like the item pickup on the Underlord this game, not the utility Underlord. It's great because he can catch the Queen of Pain, which is, you know, he's being forced to go into that Yule Scepter anyways. Anyways, Tiny, yeah, he will end up going for the Mask of Madness this game. Using the scan, they know that TnC kind of in that general area. Alright, so they want to keeping the pressure up on the tier 2s. But this is why I like the IO Tiny pick. Like, we don't usually see this too often in C. Like, despite all the towers being gone, you still have many plays you can make across the map. And now the arrow snipe and Pylite goes down to Tim's. Where is 1-4-3-7 charging this time? Nah, takes an illusion. You get your gold. Even if it's 22 gold, you take it. Relocate this off cooldown. So we want to see where DJ and Excalibur go to again. Nah, he's just going to TP straight. But the map control is being taken over by TnC. Tons of towers falling. There's only one tier 2 left standing on the side of Fnatic. There's still one tier 1 left for TnC. This is a slightly different way, you know, approach to how we see a draft being played around that Underlord. But now here comes Cuckoo. He blinked in with the Yule Scepter catching Ohio. Silenced up as well. Ohio going for the TPR with the arrow once again from Sam H. He's just here to ruin their days. Like, ooh la la, Fnatic. Popping the Moonlight Shadow. They are. See Rubik going for a charge. Excalibur, nowhere to go. They tossed Raven back. But okay. Can they kill him off yet? They should be able to. Excalibur goes down. And DJ was farming inside his part of the map. Pi. Does he think he gets a courier sniper? No, I don't think so. But that's a big kill. At top lane, they've found the pesky Wisp, but looks like they will not die for this. Like, surprisingly, despite how far behind they are, you know, Raven is happily picking up the Bloodstone charges. I mean, by the side of Fnatic, at least. You have like the Tiny who's top of the net worth. You can see how Abaddon's doing. He has the Radiance complete, so he is still just pushing out, shoving the lane in the bottom lane. Do they think about contesting the Roshan? I'm actually not too sure. It doesn't seem like Fnatic are interested in contesting the Roshan. They have no vision around the pit. They could think about it using the scan. At least on TnC side, just making sure that Fnatic aren't around in that general area.
Time to move. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so TnC. Now with this Aegis, do they have the tools to break high ground? They actually gave the Aegis to SamH, probably because he's the one who does most of the sieging damage anyways, being the Mirana. Envy gonna get a tier 2 bottom lane. Is this like that Octarine core or is this a Blade Mail coming out? We'll have to see. With DJ just providing some sustain, giving some mana to Envy. They want to keep the lanes continuously shoved out, and Excalibur going for the Salqueras, so they are starting to tank up just a tiny bit. You can see that there's a sort of shortage in terms of physical damage output on the side of TnC, but they have like huge amounts of magic damage and pure. But Pi trying to go here for 1 for 3-7. They used to relocate. They want to try and get a kill. Use up to the air. Excalibur immediately demolishes 1 for 3-7. Cuckoo. Oh, SamH gets the return kill onto Pylai. Looks like they have caught somebody. It's going to be this big pussycat. If they can kill her twice. Yep, they will. So they need to kill off the Mirana one more time. Night Stalker's coming in to try and save the day. But no, SamH is down for the second time. And that'll be the Aegis wasted for nothing. And they don't even get the siege. Excalibur blinking forward. Can he find Tims? Should be able to. He has something in a bit. Tims looking for the TP out. Oh, no way. He found it, but just didn't have the stun. I believe the Mask of Madness just came off of its effect. So, yeah, he was silenced the whole time. And the Avalanche was on cooldown as well. Alright, so Ohio, ATOS complete. I like this item. BKB actually coming up onto him next. It's a good change because usually when we see Underlords picked from teams, they will always go for your usual Greaves, you know, Pipe, Crimson Guard, whatnot, just to make you ridiculously tanky. But then, like, this time he's playing a slightly different kind of utility Underlord. Raven with no catch, can't really kill this space car by himself. You know, you can't tenderize him. Pylai is premium meat at this point. Although he is bottom of the net worth. Okay, not premium meat, maybe economy class meat. Tim's trying to complete that Aghanims. Don't think he actually gets the chance to get it this game. But they pop the darkness, they smoke up. Let's see what TnC decide to do. And they charge all the way into the dire part of the map. It looks like they will find Pylai. I mean, he is the lowest priority target, but they will take it nonetheless. And he's tanking the gank for Fnatic. And with that, you can see they hit straight to the north part of the map. But Tims looks like he's found Ohio. Yeah, he's just here to mess around with Ohio. 1 for 3-7. Nah, there's no way to catch him here. There's no damage as well. So, okay. Space created. And meanwhile, at the same time, look at that. They're going straight for the tier 3. DJ needs to get out the blink away. Looks like DJ will die, but actually Excalibur is going to be... yeah, he's gonna be fine. He did TP out, space created, and like I said, when you take away these towers, you split up the map, there's so many plays which you can do with the tiny IO. And these are some of those plays. They brought the tower down to half HP. More space created for Envy. Radiant's Boots of Travel. Shiva's Guard on the way. And this is where things look a bit tough. You need SamH to start dishing out more deeps. Boots of Travel everywhere. This is just to deal with the global threat, which is IO tiny. You know, Diffusal Blade and the Dragon Lance isn't going to cut it in terms of the right clicks. But okay, looks like they found Envy. Silence up. Did they have anything? Excalibur with the stun. Looks like they actually will find Excalibur instead. Turn the sides to him. Here, charge. Just banging into Raven by Excalibur. They want to cut him down. They have the Chakram used onto him. Do they have anything to save him? No, Excalibur goes down. Looks like they will turn around for Ohio. Can they catch him? Void. Use up to him to the air. He's going to be caught. Will he buy back for this? Oh, going for this heals, but unfortunately, no. Too much with the Sonic Wave, and down goes Ohio. Buy back immediately from Ohio. And charge coming in. They want to keep them into the base. Can they get any kills here? Excalibur still not buying back. Tims will go down. And Envy fucking the borrowed time. He's going to stand in the front lines. Happy to do whatever he can. But then using the Mist Coil as well, he's going to be back to full HP. And they actually still kind of hold, so very nice. Very calm and composed. So it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade, including the Ohio buyback. If you're TnC, you're happy with that for sure. You're very, very happy. So you can also start to see like the power of this Night Stalker pick. You're just messing around with the map control. Envy actually, okay, he's not going for the Shivas, he goes for the Lotus Orb. I like this. The debuff can be really, really useful. So the longer this game drags out, like, I feel this is where the Midases are also starting to pick up. Or rather Midas. And at the same time, I do worry for what this Underlord's impact is going to be. But top lane, relocate on. Try to jump on the squishier target, which will be Cuckoo. But here comes 1437 with the Fade Ball, will kill off DJ, so there is no return trip back. And Excalibur should be dying here. Yep, right click away, but the miss rate from Tims. And they're looking for more blood, but Pylai die, economy meat, nope, out of your reach. Nothing to catch him with, they have no Yules. And immediately he's on the run, but Tims TP into the shrine, he's not done. They are not done by any means. Somebody call for the Uber, and yep, okay. 5-star review given by Pylai die. Well, you know, he's still happily farming away. Charge, no, actually cancel. Raven's happy to try and cut this down. Raven could think about pursuing this. They have heroes. Yep, this is where everyone comes in, and I'm pretty sure they know what's going on. Pi charging into Raven. They want to try and turn around right now. They have no other heroes. 5 seconds before Excalibur's back up though, and Raven's too happy to stand in the front lines. So Fnatic will go for a retreat back at the same time using the pit. They will catch Raven with the Moonlight Shadow. They realize it's an ambush. TnC, everyone else is coming into the party. Cuckoo goes for the Usurper, finds the tasty IO, and that will be the one big tasty kill which they will get. Cuckoo still getting a bit of scream damage onto Envy. But that's the end of that story. They want to get the top lane pushed back out. So without the IO, they might have an opening to try and get some siege damage onto tier 3, but they rather not take the risk. They'll take the more calculated and disciplined approach and just chill a bit. You know, Roshan still not yet up. 7 seconds. And they are waiting for it. Marana, what are you going for this game? Is this a Manta style? Is this a Skadi? Is this a Linken's? But okay, oh, Excalibur with a DD rune. I think like a really, really long time ago, was it like the really old Liquid? I'm not talking about the TI Champions Liquid, the really, really old one. I can't remember who else was playing in it. I think that was the full NA team back then, where they had like a Tiny carry. You saw him with Daedalus. Yeah, Tiny with Daedalus is like, woof, woof, you know. That's the stuff. But looks like he's gonna get cut, looking for the arrow as well. Nice stun from Sam H. And looks like Excalibur's dead. Oh no, the relocate save. Do they think about going back in? They are bringing heroes. But no, actually Excalibur is not going there. But DJ is going to be alone, going for the TP. Yeah, he did time it right. Oh no, he's gonna get caught anyways. So, very, very unfortunate. Yeah, sometimes it sucks to play IO. And this is why you probably don't see C players play IO. It's hard to think that anyone enjoys sacrificing themselves for their team, right?
The prize is mine.
Sam H, he sees a courier. Run. Is this a squid? Alright, so TnC maintain an 11,000 gold lead, 28-11 on the kill score. And I like how they're constantly keeping the bottom lane shoved out as well, so that they're denying the Tiny IO relocate to at least do any more siege damage onto the tier 3. And it almost feels like the options are just slowly being taken away from Fnatic, as TnC is controlling the map really well with this Nightstalk pick. Especially the Axe. Should be a gem on the way. With this Aegis, maybe they will finally have the tools. So yeah, it will be a Lincoln onto the Mirana. Just one defensive item. Kinda without a BKB. But over in the bottom lane, going onto Excalibur one more time. Everyone's coming, they're all running over. Raven to pop the Moonlight Shadow as well, he's going for the easier target. And actually no, once again another relocate save from DJ. Who, I feel so bad for DJ this game. But over in the middle lane, Ohio actually gonna get brought down by with the Sonic Wave. DJ to follow him as well, so the C duo. And with no buyback as well, TnC, they definitely have tools to go high ground with this. How do you defend it? Envy is still farming.
Is drowning. Dire structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Alright, so now they're going back in Excalibur. Oh, he will demolish 1 for 3-7, but that's with Envy burning him down. Excalibur looks like he will die. No buyback under 73 seconds. Pylai die. Also going to die here as they just hunt them down. 4 heroes dead. Envy against the world. And down he goes. He has the buyback, but will he use it? Tier 3 is dead. This will most definitely be 2 lanes of barracks. Do they buy back for this? Yes, they have DJ. Underlord's up in 7 seconds. They have to try. But TnC, I feel like the advantage is too big. Alright, Underlord gonna get cut again with the Chakram damage, and down goes Ohio. He just spawned! Leave him alone! Alright, Ohio should be dying here, and yep, down he goes. And Envy to fall into the grave, pops the borrowed time. Happy to play around with this Abaddon. Lord of Avernus. Alright, but no, actually everyone's getting a bit low. Getting a bit tricky, but okay. We have another shrine. Envy using the Lotus Orb, he's going to purge himself, trying to kill Raven here. Yosef does both getting used because of the Lotus Orb. Chasing after Raven. Nether Strike's actually not going to connect with the Moonlight Shadow there, helping them out. And out of range as well. So 2 lanes of barracks down, and Fnatic actually still not calling it. TnC now can start to beat up the shrines. And Raven having a great game, 28 Bloodstone charges.
That cup runneth empty.
Just loving the difference in the draft. Who says that 7.0 is stale, right? I mean, this is one game where I haven't seen a Venal, a Lich, a Necrophos. I am happy. Alright, so Ohio still hasn't been able to complete that BKB. No item progression for the longest time now. You can see it's reflected in his net worth. 9,400. It's been 10 minutes over 15 minutes even since his last item. Spirit Breaker as well. He hasn't had any item change. They've just found so little of this map. Like, I can see the purpose behind the Fnatic draft between the Tiny IO was to be going around to be a bit more participate. You know, like a bit more active. But TnC have been so good at controlling the map, like taking the early towers. Now they smoke up. Let's see where they want to go. Might think about just invading the base. Ooh. These are the suspicious visitors. They're just gonna go straight behind the tier 4s. They don't care. Pops the BKB. Sonic Wave to finish off DJ. Gonna be kept alive with the missed coil, but okay, now Uber, they're trying to save everyone back into their fountain despite being in the tier 4s, but alright. Looks like Io's dead. Excalibur to follow him into the grave. Down he goes. And make it 3. Should be a 4th. Envy gonna get tossed up into the air. Yo, arrow to the backside. Takes it from behind, and Envy will go down. 2 minutes without the Abaddon, and this is it. Abaddon. So Underlord can't even kill Sam H, and full team wipe right under the fountain. TnC are just having fun. 39 to 12 with a 30,000 gold lead, and TnC wiped the floor with Fnatic. And all it took was 8 minutes of inactivity, or a passive play coming up from both teams. Alright, so TnC, woohoo! 1 for 3-7. Now this was not, this is just coincidental. He wasn't planning it. But okay. And yeah, the draft, that, like I say, you know, if you pick like a proper laning support, like you see, there's a bit of a clash between the IO pick, like in the sense where DJ, you know, you already have an IO as a laning support, and Pi, I think he usually plays the 5 for Fnatic if I'm not mistaken, and it's just clash of interest of what you wanted to achieve. Like Spirit Breaker and Abandon does not do anything in the lane together at all. Like unless TnC just walked in and did something stupid, they were not going to accomplish anything of it. And so you could almost say this was almost like an outdraft from TnC. They did really amazing. Like Sam H had a great game. Even better for Raven and Cuckoo, despite Cuckoo having a rough start. But that's a lot of faith in Cuckoo's Queen of Pain. There's a reason why he's one of the best Queen of Pains. Of course, enough. I mean, you don't have to say anything about Tim's. 8-1-21. Great stuff on him. Very hard to perform this game. Between the supports. Just huge difference in at least what the supports accomplished. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was game 1 of Fnatic versus TnC.